Okay, time for Ask Ina. Baking is an exact science. I get so many questions about how to measure ingredients. So the first one is from Trisha Barry. My question is, sifted flour, it gets me every time. I understand how you feel. Do I sift and then measure, or do I measure and then sift? Thanks. This is what I do. The point of sifting flour is actually to make sure every cup of flour is the same as every other cup. One's not more compacted, which has more flour in it, than another cup. So you can either sift it before and then carefully spoon it into the cup and just level it off with your hand or knife. Or what I do is I just take my cup, lighten the flour, scoop it without compacting it, and level it off with a knife, and you'll be just fine. So how was that? Was that a good answer? Okay, what's next?
Hi, Ina. My name is Jenny, and I watch your show all the time.
Thank you.
And my question for you is, every time you cook with eggs, you make a point to always note to crack the egg into a separate bowl. I don't think you've ever said what to look for in terms of a bad egg. So my question to you is, should I be looking at the yolk? Should I be looking for bad odor? I don't know. What makes a bad egg? That's my question. Thanks.
Thanks, Jenny. Actually, Jenny, there are two reasons to crack an egg into a dish first. The first one is a bad egg. You don't want to put it into your batter. And believe me, if you got one, you'd know it. They smell terrible. So the second reason is crack an egg into the dish, and then if you get a little bit of shell in it, you can take it out before you pour it into the batter. So those are two good reasons. Okay, what's next? This question's from Linda Smith in Minneapolis. Minneapolis, it's cold there. Does doubling or even tripling batches of baked items make a difference in the outcome of the product? I've noticed some recipes specify don't double. Actually, baking is an exact science, and when you double it, things change. I don't know why, the chemistry changes. At Barefoot Contessa, we would make a recipe for 12 brownies, and if you go right up to 200 brownies, you end up with a mess. So what I do is I take the recipe for 12, double it, make some adjustments, double it again, make some more adjustments. So just do it carefully, experiment when it doesn't matter, and you'll be fine. Next question's from Gina.
Hi, Ina. My name's Gina Catelli, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. And my question for you is how to make the perfect pie crust. I love to bake, and some of my favorite things to make are pies, especially fruit pies, but I always cheat and buy the pie crusts that are already made at the grocery store, so any advice you can offer would be a great help. Thanks.
Actually, you can always buy pie crust at the grocery store. I think a lot of them are actually really good, but it's even better to make your own. And I'm going to show you how to make foolproof pie crust really easily. Start by putting 3 cups of all-purpose flour into the food processor fitted with a steel blade. Add a teaspoon of kosher salt, a tablespoon of sugar, and just pulse it a few times just to mix it. Next, put in 12 tablespoons of very cold diced butter. Add 1/3 cup of very cold vegetable shortening and pulse it just until the butter is the size of peas. Of course, it's this combination of butter and shortening that makes the pastry really delicious and also flaky. Next, it's time to bring it all together into a dough, so add 1/2 cup of iced water right down the feed tube and pulse it until the dough begins to form a ball. Dump it all out onto a floured board, roll it into a ball, wrap it in plastic, and chill it in the fridge for at least 30 minutes before rolling it out to a fantastic pie crust. Once you can make a perfect pie crust, you can make so many things: deep dish apple pie, lime meringue tart, individual strawberry tarts. They're all so easy. Okay, that's it. Back to basics on baking. Hope you got lots of great ideas. Now I'm going to go grab those palmiers and see if I can find Jeffrey.